shits is fire.
Oh yeah, definitely fire. It's going crazy. Anyways, proceed on your
It's because of that nigga's collection.
Oh, his kit collection. I think we touched up on that a little bit. I think
Because
I sent
there's
you some
two things.
shoes.
There's two things.
Okay.
He has a small foot.
All right.
He has sample size foot. When a lot of samples get made, they get made in like a size 8 to 9.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
All right.
It's a sample size. So that's why when you see a lot of samples, most of them are that size because that's the. So you see small foot niggas with the samples and stuff, right? And then because he's a celebrity,
right,
he got connections. So he getting what he want. He getting stuff can't nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, whatever, nigga. I don't follow too many people with like crazy ass collections because I get frustrated. Even though mine's is decent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah, your shit is wild now, out of control. But I think that I'm one of those people that don't really get. I'm not impressed. Like if you're a celebrity or if you got hella bread, like it's not impressive to me because how hard was it really for you?
And that's why I be frustrated because everybody else be impressed, and I'm like, but bro, it's like when AD pulls out a pair of Kobe PEs, you be like, well, yeah, LeBron in the PE that you'll never get, duh,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just seen the first little premiere, somebody wearing the new Kobe's, the last, I think it's one of the last releases that Nike's gonna do with Kobe and Gigi on them, which I actually want those, right? And the crazy thing is, I went my hands on them. Okay, so we can talk off air. I went to the comments. And that was the most disheartening thing about the comments. Like people in the comment section are already ready. Like, yo, shout out to the people that, is going to get the plug. And shout out to all the people that's going to take an L. And yeah, definitely going to be about 5 bands a pair. And it's like, damn, like there's no excitement. That's the thing. Like, and it's not like I've never seen a shoe where the excitement wasn't there. Not because the shoe was bad, but because people feel like they're not even going to be able to get it. Or just a product in general. Well, you know what I'm saying? Just a product in general. It's like, damn, like there's no confidence. So look. And I understand.
Yeah, because everybody knows. Everything has been put on display, right? From the backdooring with the Nike exec and the Sun to the backdooring of Jordan in the Trophy Room 1s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been saying this forever. Backdoor's been going on forever. It just has been exposed on a larger scale for everybody else to be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the thing about it is, with that, we had a discussion. I was talking about how shipping has been for certain boutiques and and skate shops and whatnot.
Right.
They're getting shipments late. They're getting, you know what I'm saying? So, like, once you get it, you're already behind the wave. So, you will look to go backdoor or move to StockX or however you can guarantee the income instead of having to sit on it because you missed the wave and everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, right. But, yeah, it's common now. And then it's like, if there's not backdooring, there's the bots.
Yeah. You got backdooring, you got the bots. Man.
There we go. It's crazy though.
Yeah, man. I've seen that, but yeah, I've never been impressed, and not even just with sneakers, bro. Just something that is high end or expensive or whatever, and I see somebody that's in the tax bracket to be able to obtain that easily. That's not impressive to me.
That's why I feel some type of way about who they deem the sneaker king.
Who's supposed to be the sneaker king?
PJ Tucker. The guy who should be known for basketball.
That's interesting.
But it's like he's an NBA player who is connected to other NBA players whose shoes are modeled after, and he has the money. So it's like,
bro, if you're a professional athlete, it is not hard to get your hands on really anything. A lot of professional athletes get like a half off on certain sneakers and certain accessories and shit like that because it's part of their contract.
He spends the money. He goes and finds stuff. He spends the money. I will say he is good at finding kicks you probably would never be able in your life to find. You know what I'm saying? Like, he pulls some stuff out. So in that aspect, you know, because of the rarity and exclusivity of his collection, and as many as he had, you know, you'd be like, that's a sneaker king. I'm like, but
how?
He has the access. He has access in a way nobody else does to be able to get. You kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Did you see the Kobe's that Nike made after him first days playing overseas? I think it was. They were like black, orange, and white, but they were Kobe's. So it's like, bro, if Nike's making you shoes,
right? Like hooking it up,
you know, it's kind of unfair.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's almost like respecting. I mean, not knocking the hustle, but how you respect the hustle too. You know what I'm saying? Because if you take a person that, like a Warren Buffett, for example, without going too far off into a tangent, he's respected because he built like his wealth like from the ground up, you know, type of situation, and then, you know, he's like this model investor, right? So if you're an athlete with making a certain amount of money, you worked hard for that to be that athlete. But then when you have access to things and, you know, you're considered a collector and stuff like that, I mean, it's like using the cheat code. If I had a few $1 million, I could be the sneaker king too, right? Or even take like celebrities that are car collectors. I even respect that because you got to spend a bag on certain cars, you know what I'm saying? And then people have damn near the amount of cars that some people have, that some sneakerheads have in shoes.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So like even a car enthusiast, it's like there's some respect there because you really got to do the legwork and you got to have a mechanic and finding the right person not to fuck shit up that you paid your hard money for. And
like one of my favorite artists, he a lowrider collector. He a car collector already, but he lowride. So I've seen stories in him talk about it and like those break down all the time.
Yeah,
if you really rocking those break down.
Yeah,
man, this nigga got like a plethora of like Ferraris and you know what I'm saying, like like housing 45, 50 whips.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I loved about Paul Walker. He was one of my favorite actors.
I'd be frustrated every time. I gotta
Dude had all kinds
on my one,
all kinds of shit, nigga. And you signed up for the game, man.
It broke down. What? Shit.
You signed up for the game.
I need to do what? That's one car. Could you imagine like multiples? You don't drive them all, like, you know, like I don't wear all my shoes all like.
I've been going hard lately. I've been pulling some stuff.
I seen you.
I seen it.
I seen you.
I've been pulling some stuff out. I got some stuff I gotta save for other occasions. That people are putting together that I know that other people don't know.
I pulled out a couple kicks.
You don't count.
That pretty much been the same thing though. How I not count?
Bro,
people be saying that. It's like, how I not count because I'm OG? Like, that's not fair.
Yeah, that's very fair.
That's not fair. It's not my fault y'all caught on late.
Exactly.
I've been here. I had a residency.
You know how in kindergarten they separate the playgrounds between the kindergarten, the K kids, and then first grade and up? Yeah, stay out the kindergarten area. Go play tetherball.
Nah, kindergarten, you only
still
got
on
like
tricycles.
2 or 3 pair. Once you get once you hit double digits and kicks, like
hit the sandbox.
Welcome to the party. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. It's just like you know, Call of Duty. You can't play with a certain crowd till you prestige.
Oh yeah.
After you prestige, it don't matter if you prestige 1 or prestige 1,000. We all outside.
Yo, and if you but the cold part is if you not on a certain rank and you jump into a group that's ranked up high, next thing you know, you see on net your gamer tag that says kicked from the party. They pulled your file.
So who is this? I don't remember that medal, that tag. Oh wait, he just prestige. Get him out of here. Our lowest ranked, he just 5th prestige. Get this guy.
Yeah.
Not taking no L's today. Came to win.
Practice with the bots.
But it's crazy though. So it's like there's levels into this sneaker game, right?
Yeah.
And so once you start touching certain things consistently and making certain moves, then you know you enter into a upper echelon type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So because like
I think it's like that. I think I love that the conversation is sneakers, but I think people should understand. But basically, what you're saying is that's where you start separating people from the ones who really do it and the ones that may be a little curious, because that's how it is in anything that people are passionate about, like as far as being a collector or an enthusiast, or what, I forget what you call yourself, aphrodisiac, whatever that shit is. But
aficionado.
yeah, that right there, that sounds like a bomb ass pasta. But that
Oh, pesto.
But yeah, I think that, you know what I'm saying, it's an art, bro. We've said it dozens of times, and I really do believe it. It really is an art. It was actually a sneaker notification.
Oh, word.
Yeah, dude had on some yeah.
Man, there's some kicks. I kind of want to get them, but I don't know. It's not so much the price; it's the price from the person.
Right. Yeah.
And
Now what? Okay, now what about it with the price? Cause see,
original designer.
Okay.
Original designer.
Okay.
So, you know, the number, I just be like, ugh, sheesh. Which is crazy though, cause like we talking Nikes, you know, I've spent some numbers as of late. I've been playing big boy
Right.
shoe game. So like I was saying, you hit starts that upper, like yeah, but anyways, it's stressful, bro. Like no lie, we'll get into that later. But because, and that's the thing, I don't know. Like I know their quality, I know this, I know that, I know A, B, C,
Right.
even D. It's just I don't know. I be feeling some type of way about spending a certain amount, and I mean maybe that's why I don't be doing the certain numbers that I should with certain things, because they're out of price range. Somebody feel they should pay for my clothing, even though they'll go to like a Gucci or a Louis, or you see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I don't, maybe it's that, but the thing is just I don't know. It's like I don't feel they should be that much in a sense, but I understand why they're that much.
Right.
I don't know.
It's a tough position to be in too, because
because you want
when
you
you
want $350 for them, my guy.
but when you know that
Ooh.
But when you know that the market really isn't even set by the person selling, like by the actual shoe itself, but by people that are setting the price, it'll kind of mess with you for a minute.
It mess with you either way, spending a certain amount on shoes.
Yeah.
Especially if you I've always bought retail. Retail has always been 200 or less until like what was that, 2003 or 4 when I bought the platinum flight posits at like 275 retail, which was unheard of at the time, and then the foam posits, which you know what I'm saying, pretty much started at 2 and moved up to 230, 250. So it's just like, but there's a certain number you really don't like. The most at one point, the most I'd ever spent on a shoe was $350, and that was a while ago for the Bread 11s. Had to have them. Oh, I had to have them. Yeah, needed those. So I reminisce for a minute.
Yeah, that was that silence, that reminiscent silence right there. Like, man.
Because I used to love the 11s until they just released so many colors. I was over it. And so
I don't even wear mine.
But that was the most I had spent at one point. You know what I'm saying? And then like that had been the highest number for a while.
Right.
And then some things happened, some moves need to be made, some things come across my way, spend a couple extra dollars. We won't get into specifics. I can say after you spend your first band on the shoes, it gets easier. It's like but it depends on what the shoe is. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so like, all right, so I guess what the major thing about the shoe is, like, I'm not gonna be able to wear it the way I want to, because it's definitely a unique color, and
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like one of those rare occasion types, and I'm just kind of like, $350 on a shoe that is gonna get 3 wears out the year. Even though I spend more on shoes that are not being worn at all.
Right.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Like,
Well, I mean, I understand where you're coming from because it's like the situation that happened with my Kobe's. You know, my wife got me the Wizards retail out the store.
easy.
You know what I'm saying? And this is the Christmas before Kobe actually passes, right? So then January comes, and then in the midst of that, I'm like, yo, I need a custom kicks and sneakers hoodie to go with my Kobe Wizards. I think this is gonna go crazy.
Easy.
Right? So I got all these big plans, and things are starting to come together, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be exciting. Boom, Kobe passes away. Heartbreak, right? And then you see all his merchandise just skyrocket. And I mean, and I understand this happens with rappers, with their albums. This happens with actors and certain memorabilia. If you got like a prop from a movie set, a movie that they were in, I understand things go up. I think the Michael Keaton Batmobile is worth $7 million. So I understand, certain things go up, but then it stays there, right? So then you bring on my radar because we're talking about the Wizards, the big stages. And I was like, yo, I haven't seen these. These go crazy. What the hell? Look at the design of the shoes.
I want to damn.
Right?
That's why I brought to your attention because I'm like, look, I don't really wear Kobe's, but I'm going to have to get these.
Bruh. I mean, they're a dope shoe. And you know what's crazy is you really don't see people like rocking them or like. So then the shoe comes out. And when the shoe drops and it hits the black market, whatever you want to call it,
secondary.
the secondary, the stock X's and GOATs, prices start at over $800. The shoe was worth $200 when it dropped. So when you say I have a hard time with the price, it's like, well, you know what they were going for, and you know what they're going for, and you see what people are gouging for. And you're like, I'm good. Like I mean, come on, y'all realize that these prices are Louis Vuitton.
All right, I think I just figured it out.
The Louis Vuitton Gucci prices.
I'm sitting here listening to you and I'm thinking about it, right? Because I'm like, yeah, the prices are crazy, the resale and the secondary market and everything. I think that's what it is. Like initially, I would prefer to pay retail. I would only prefer to pay maybe $250 at the most for a shoe. Mm-hmm. So then to see a shoe start at $350, that kind of fuck with me because I wouldn't just pay that for a shoe retail. That's what you're retailing the shoe for.
Yeah.
Now, if it's resale and I find the value in the resale, then I'm willing to pay that.
Right.
But I feel it's overpriced.
It is.
Oh, that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the same breath, it's like quality materials, unique design, like, you know what I'm saying?
But that retail price would probably reflect that, right?
And so I understand the price, but for me, it's not what I would prefer to play. Like, it's out of my price range for what I would pay retail.
What you would pay, right?
When I think retail, I think $200, or less. Like,
and is it a possibility that price starting out like that with that shoe is obviously influenced by resale prices?
Somewhat.
You see what I'm saying? And see, that's probably where the big issue is too, because it's like, I feel like you're trying to follow a wave because they're gonna do numbers.
It's considered luxury. It's considered designer. So, there's that. That comes with a price as well. And that's what I'm saying. Like the quality of it, like I get it.
You get it.
I understand it. But what I'm used to, my preference, like, you know what I'm saying? Once I get 300 and up range, we're talking about a shoe that I really want that is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want them that bad. I see those at that price, and I think about other things.
It's almost like a jewelry store price, too. Like, you get something at the jewelry store, and it's like, damn, you got hit. If you had to went here, here, and here, you probably could have got this, and this for the price that you pay for this. You're just paying it because you bought it at K or Zale or Jared or something like that.
Yeah, that high line. So that's what that's about.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, that's difficult, man. You know what I'm saying? It is. Excuse me.
Like,
but the price.
So like, boom. I did a 3-piece hoodie presentation, right? And because of the situation, I upgraded all the materials. So silk line hood, leather drawstrings, you know what I'm saying, leather pockets. So it costs more.
Right.
Like just the materials to make it happen was like in the 300s.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, price of hoodies at $250, $275. Pretty much a couple dollars over, like, because overall, if I sell all three, I'll make a profit.
Right.
It's gonna be no major, but I'll make a profit. If I sell one or two, it's not much of a loss because of the way everything came about, but it wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't equal out.
Right.
So that's what I priced them at. People was like, that's too high. If I price it at anything lower than what it costs to make them, plus my efforts, and I'm not even taxing.
Yeah, now you're just a nonprofit.
I want $354 because I think that's what, but I can't charge that because then I know, like, I'm actually trying to move them.
Yeah.
So, and even then, because they feel like that's too. So then you look at him like, okay, what would you pay for a hoodie? Shit, maybe 100 at the most. So then would you pay this for that? Like, hell no. Nah. But now if it was Louis or, you see what I'm saying? Because it's considered designer, but it's considered designer by everybody.
But here, I'm glad you touched up on that because I mean we're talking about prices and we're talking about value and all of these different things. Do you think people have a hard time understanding, like, when they're doing a price comparison, they're not really comparing the price a lot of times to what they value or what the value is of something, but what they value, and a lot of times what they value is based off of the masses.
Yeah, it's a lot of sheeple.
Yeah, because there's some great brands out there, you know. There really is some great brands out there. You know, Kicks and Sneakers is a great brand. Lavore Cole is great brands, you know, while we're speaking on the mic right now.
Kicks and Sneakers, Lavore Cole, Stable Goods, 10 Commandments. Like, those are 4 brands I think of off the top that I use or wear those brands regularly. I do that because I like them, because they are of a high quality. None of it is cheaply made. None of it has fallen apart. There's might be a special feature, unique design, or something about one of the 4. But because of that, I rock. Right. Bro, I touched down in Dallas for SneakerCon. Kicks and sneaker sweats, Lavore Cole hoodie, 10 Commandments mask, and my kicks were packaged in Stable Goods bag.
Out here.
And I can say I've touched down in a few different places almost with the same get down. The sweats would just change. The hoodie might just change. You know what I'm saying? But it's still.
Now, let me ask you this. And when you touch down, you go to these different places and you have on all of these different brands compared to what everybody else is wearing, how does that make you feel as an individual?
Oh, I love it.
Why do you love it?
Well, because everything is black owned.
Okay.
And everything is high quality. Like, I get compliments and looks on everything I've been. You feel me? From the mask to the hoodie to, oh, that's a nice, I know. I designed the kicks myself because I might be in custom kicks from, you feel me, from the brand. Right. So, bro, you know how many people have asked me about my bag, how I carry my kicks? You know what I'm saying? You know how many people catch my mask and like, oh my gosh, that's a nice, oh, I like your tie-dye. Like, thanks. I actually won it in a raffle. You feel me? Like right. It was like Lavore Cole had a giveaway and I actually won. So
sure did.
So it's just like, but everything is well made. I'm proud to be in it because I know it's black owned and it's actually high quality. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It fits me
exactly, and that's, I think a lot of people are getting away of 2 things. I think when you know, without thinking about the price that you're getting ready to pay, because, you know, you're paying this astronomical price for certain things, whether it's resale or whether it's luxury. Everybody's going to have it on. Everybody is going to have something where it's like, yo, I got these Louis Vuitton sneakers. There's somebody up the street or not too far away that probably got Louis Vuitton sneakers too. But one of the things that I wanted to point out about the different brands that you're wearing is that you're also the rare scenario in the room. Everybody ain't gonna have your bag, your hoodie.
Very few.
You know what I'm saying?
And then it's like, if you do, you know what's up.
Yeah. It's almost like that's what's gonna start a conversation between you and that person. You know what I'm saying? Because like, we here with it. You know, game recognized game situation. And I think the crazy thing is most people say they want to be different. They want to express themselves differently. But the only thing they do differently a lot of times is obtain things, but they still come back to the circle and all end up looking the same or being the same. In this case, the sheeple type of situation that we're talking about. People are not taking the time to be like, okay, what's really me?
Well, because people are worried about others' thoughts and opinions, so they're trying to impress others and fit in and fall in line and follow.
But I ain't trying to impress nobody. I mean, that's what everybody likes to portray. You know what I'm saying?
There'd be more people like me if that was true. And you know how I am.
Yeah, man.
I highly doubt that, man.
I mean, that's something that I think I hope a lot of listeners are really picking up what we're saying, because what people don't understand is the consumer controls everything, but yet we think we don't. You know, and for you guys, for people out there that are business owners, you're still a consumer too. You can still control parts of the game as far as when you're just a consumer or a customer, but you control the game. But if you add to the, if you, I don't want to say add to, but if you, oh yeah, sure. If you add to the problem by reiterating the fact that this is worth the price because you want it that bad, that's some good beverage that you hear in the background. Then you don't change anything, but yet you want change, but you're still conforming to the things that you know isn't right. So you set the price. Imagine what would happen if something that was hard to obtain, right? And nobody bid.
It's funny you say that. I'm actually putting a piece together on that specific topic.
Oh, I can't wait. For you guys that don't know, Kicks and Sneakers does dope ass blogs. Last one was fire about SneakerCon. Had a very interesting twist. So
appreciate it.
Yeah, that was dope.
Like this one, it's like I'm gonna start something new. It's gonna be called Just a Thought.
Hey.
Well, because like
oh, not that thought. Go ahead.
Nah, but that's what it's like. That's gonna be the theme for this blog, because the way it came about. Mm-hmm. Because I was looking at kicks, I was looking at shoes.
Right.
You look at GOAT, StockX, you look on eBay. You know what I'm saying? You look across a couple different platforms, see what numbers are looking like, seeing how things is going. And I got a little frustrated. And then I had this thought. And so I wrote it all out. And you know how your thoughts are. Mm-hmm. Like you'll dwell on something and you'll get into it.
Yeah.
And then you'll instantly shift or change your mind, or you know what I'm saying? Because it was just a thought in the first place. And then as you're having that thought, you actually like, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that's how this one came about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just a thought.
It starts piling on.
Well, because normally, my blogs are done with a lot of time and research.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I try to make sure everything is on point, and I fact check to make sure.
Right.
So, this one is set up a little differently. Like it's just a thought. So it's like a freestyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, be dropping that one soon.
I feel it.
Yeah, man. But it's crazy because consumers do control the market more than they know. I think some things are happening now in the shoe game that are very, very interesting.
Okay.
Because all of these brands have come accustomed to doing drop after drop after drop, right?
Right.
And so with them doing drop after drop after drop, you have your resellers, going for cop after cop and trying to get this and have this and make sure
Right.
they got all this, right? Well, the numbers for how people are buying has slowed down.
Really?
Well, because more people are becoming resellers or trying to be. So you have more people who are actually finding ways to acquire the shoes, and then they're turning around and selling them.
Right.
So the number of people buying to wear and have has dropped, while the number of people buying to resell has increased.
Okay.
Now what has happened is they flooded the market on the secondary. See, Nike floods the market with drop after drop after drop, regardless
Yeah.
of it selling out.
Yeah.
You know, Adidas, drop after drop after drop, collaboration, drop after, you know what I'm saying? They all kind of follow this formula
The formula, right?
for releases and collabs and how they do the drops. Okay, so they flood the shoe market in general. And then everybody buying and looking to resell on the secondary market. So you know what else has happened? The numbers have dropped for resale. So
So do you have a theory on what you think might happen in the future? Oh, you getting there? All right, I'll let you land the plane. My bad.
So, if the shoe is moving for 350 and it retails for 170, see, that's enticing. I need in on that. Almost double my money, bro. Sometimes double,
Okay.
bro. Sometimes even more than I get it for 170 and then sell it for 450. I need in on that.
Okay.
Don't you want in on that?
Yeah.
All right, now we're both trying to get the shoes. You gonna wear yours? Now you gonna sell them? Me too.
Yep.
And that's what he said, and that's what she said, and that's what 15 other people in the 10 block radius.
That's what
of
we
you.
said.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Damn it. That's right. Ring the alarm. I'm finna drop some bombs. So now everybody is reselling, right? So now those shoes that were moving for 350 are no longer moving for 350 because everybody got them now, and everybody don't want them to wear. They want them to sell.
Right.
So in order for you to move them, you got to have competitive prices since the market is flooded now, right?
Exactly.
Damn, 350. All right, give me 330. You sold them for 330? Yeah, I probably should sell mine for 332. Somebody hit you with 325, sold, right? So now the price is dropping on average for the shoes. On average, to the point now, Jordan 1 was reselling for like 240, 250.
Ooh-wee.
That's like $30, $40 come up. It's not really worth it.
Yep.
But you're a reseller now. This is what you do. You get stock in. You've been buying kicks. So now you still getting stock in. Bro, it's so hard to move kicks now. You see resellers posting all types of kicks, like major stock. Some of them I actually know are actually looking to build brick and mortar locations where they need stock. So they're doing what's others are just stuck with stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, I talked to a reseller before I went to Dallas for SneakerCon, and he was like, bro, I'm just trying to get rid of the sizes I got left, man. These bricks, such and such, this size, that size, and then I got some U sizes. You need some sizes? I'm like, nah. Who wants stealth 5s? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, duh. You know,
Right.
but everybody is looking to acquire kicks because they feel everything's going to... See, you got to be hit and miss.
Yeah.
And not even hit and miss, you got to know what to go after. Right. And not even just knowing what to go after, you also have to have clientele. This is another thing setting the big boys apart from everybody that just hop into the resale game, because everybody think that they get the shoe and everybody's just going to want to buy it. See, most people have a preferred reseller. They have a preferred plug, connect, somebody that they deal with on the regular.
Right.
The person that they're dealing with on the regular, you think that's the only person that is preferred by them? So they have clientele. They have a market. Certain resellers can set their own price and those shoes will move because their people don't even check or be concerned with the market. The shoes coming out, boop, boop, boop. Yo, I need them. How much? Bet. Zelle or Cash App? Oh, Venmo. Okay, Venmo. Send it.
Right.
Shoes drop. They hit my door. Deal's done. I'm not worried about, what they selling for. Who can I maneuver and bargain with? Bro, nah. I got the money. I want the kicks. How much? Sounds like a plan to me.
We out here.
So it's harder to acquire the kicks, but now that you're getting kicks, it's hard to move them too.
Right.
So now that the market is being flooded on both sides, people are having an easier time picking and choosing between what they want because the numbers are dropping.
Right.
It won't be too long before a lot of these resellers, they're going to tap out.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a network. They don't have clientele.
Yeah.
And the whole thing about it is like this.
And they kind of went into this game and kind of stayed in the game as if it's always going to be this way.
Well, you know how it happens. You get into something, you're supposed to elevate, right?
Right.
But if it's really muddled, it makes it hard. Because everybody's doing the same thing. They all got the same stuff going on. It's like crabs in a bucket, regardless of how big the market is, right?
Right.
So it just makes it hard to, like, you have a few that kind of boop, 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 but they have certain things that they have in place. A lot of times they have their own region, their own area that they have locked down. See, most people won't do the footwork. They're all about technology and being online, right?
Right.
Bro, what have I been doing all year? What have I been doing all year, bro?
Moving. Traveling.
I'm live and direct at boutiques and in resellers' faces, and
you're building a network
I'm
in person
connecting with people. I'm building a network in person. I'm making it because everybody's talking on IG, and you can only go so far through.
Well, so you could DM somebody, and it could take you a week to have a conversation,
bro. Even sometimes when you calling people, but I show up. I gotta be for real. I ain't flying for free.
Right.
But if there's any stewardess out there, no, I'm just playing. but you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it hits different.
It does. It is different. It makes a different impact, and you have and you can create a different advantage
because you're doing the footwork.
Exactly.
It allows for you to have a different understanding and acquire a different network and level of knowledge because you're doing the footwork.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it just hits different on a lot of different levels. Mm-hmm. So those out here looking to just make things happen and think it's all going to be social media, and it's not.
Yeah, it's really not.
You know what I'm saying? And so like operating just on that and thinking StockX is going to be your best bet and everything, bro, I'll be hearing it take like 2 weeks, week and a half to get your money on StockX. The shoes have to like ship and get to their location before like the money's released or something.
Yeah.
Bro, soon as I sell, I need my dough.
Yeah.
There is no way.
None of those games.
There is no cool down period.
Yeah.
Bro, after the transaction's made,
that's gotta be a stressful. That's gotta be a stressful scenario when you're dealing with kicks that are like 1,500. You know what I'm saying? Even 1,000 and up, because you know the current value of something right now, and if anything goes wrong in that transaction period, and let's just say it doesn't go through, the shoes come back, whatever the case is, and the price drops, now you're losing money because you're not getting your money immediately.
Well, and that's the thing about it. I need cash. I need Cash App. That's digital cash now.
Yeah.
You feel me? I ain't got it on me. Oh, you ain't got Cash App?
Just go crypto on them.
Not the way that shit trip and fell. Bro, I got a notification like Dodge is up. I was like, ooh, to how much? I just said 36 cents. I said, no, it's still down. I didn't get in at 12 cents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, so things are going to continue to get muddled, and then there's going to be a shift.
So you do have some belief that a
lot more stuff's going to sit.
Yeah, it's going to sit.
It's becoming a game of.
So you think the resellers will start getting desperate?
They already are.
Because I have this theory.
It depends though.
Okay.
Because like I said, it's split. There's tiers. You got your big boys. They got their own clientele. They got their own market. They got other things going on. They move different.
Okay.
They're not concerned. They're not worried.
Okay.
And they shouldn't be, because most of them have built up a network. Most of how I have built mine up and how I'm moving now.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have them real connections.
Right.
Then you have those who came up through the whole technology hype, but they know how to move. Most of them bought as well, on top of however else they got things going on. So they have a certain consistency to how they moving.
Okay.
And they also got in early. They got it on the early wave.
Right.
So they were able to secure some things and lock some things in before it got muddled.
Right.
They're going to make their way through. You feel me? So
yeah.
Then you have those who just jumped in out of nowhere because they have the money.
Right.
They think because they have the money, it's gonna last. Not without the connections. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have the connections with the money. You can only get so far trying to pay for it until it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know some people who are paying bulk for kicks, but they're paying resale prices and then having to charge more at their boutique, which means that their kicks are sitting. Loss up on loss. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, see.
So they're not gonna last long.
I wonder if they accumulate. Do you think they're accumulating all of this debt, or you think they're fronting all of this cash that they already had sitting on? Because that's how when I look at it from a business perspective, you know, and you're financing all your product.
I would like to think that they're sitting on it. I would solely like to believe that they already had it instead of believing that things are being borrowed, loans have been taken, and they're financing and they're playing with money that's not theirs. You know, I would really like to believe that.
Yeah, I would hope for the best.
But like I said, normally they're coming from, you know, I won't say wealthy, but you know, family got some money. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not broke. That's why they're playing with money and operating the way that they are, because they think as long as they have the money to spend, they will be able to outlast when it won't happen like that, because you don't have all the necessary connections. So you end up getting raped in certain situations where you should be winning.
Right.
Bro, after a certain amount of time, you're going to tap out.
Yeah, this is true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you just have your run-of-the-mill, I want to be a reseller now, try and get whatever I can, scrap in, retail here, retail there, a couple, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of...
Yeah.
You're going to get burnt out chasing kicks and never really acquiring anything. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, then you have, you know, your little low-level botters, which are actually above the person who just hopped in the game and the person with all the money, because if they're botting, they have heightened chances of scoring. 2 or 3 here.
It's like some Ready Player One shit.
2 or 3 here, 3 or 4 here. Yeah. And, you know what I'm saying, that will allow them to kind of make their moves here and there. And if they're smart,
right,
they're setting raffle game up more than just selling shoes straight out, because that's a whole different game in itself that will allow you to make a profit.
Right.
So there's a lot of different ways to go about it, a lot of different ways to maneuver. There's also a lot of different levels. And the lower half, pretty much, most of them are going to burn out one way or another. They're not going to make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to you, though. Keep grinding.
Keep your hustle going, man. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot to take in, but you know.
And then you have guys like me.
Yo, that's on the movie when it's just a still shot.
Cause I'm just having fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
it's a sport, bro.
Even for me, like, I had fun because I haven't really. I mean, I've slowed down. I've done well. It's kind of a rush. I'm like, man, am I going to get my shit? And then when I order my shit, when is it going to get here? But I had fun tracking down shoes that either caught my eye
or meant something to you.
Or meant something to me. You know what I'm saying? I just did the whole Team Jordan 2 post. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you got the people out there that say, oh, well, you know, those aren't real Jordans, and, you know, well, those are Jumpmans, and da-da-da-da-da. And the thing that kills me about it is it's going to have value. Certain kicks, regardless, they're going to have the value, but the value is always I've always had the philosophy the value is supposed to be something that you like, that you want, that you care about.
I was just thinking about how Team Jordan fell off, because Team Jordan used to mean something. Team Jordan, their ambassadors used to, and don't get me wrong, Jordan still has brand ambassadors, but I mean Team Jordan actually got shoes. Reddy Moss.
Yep.
What was he? He had the Super Freaks.
Carmelo Anthony was Team Jordan.
But but I'm talking about early like Eddie Jones.
I still want those Eddie Joneses.
Cheryl Swoops.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you had different players, throwback, that actually got their own shoe.
Yeah.
Team Jordan shoe.
Yeah.
People wore them. People wanted them. People rocked them. Like, we talking about Team Jordans between like 96 and 99. Like, yo.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so when I hear people talk this,
because they're talking about what you see now, where they're giving you these knockoff Team Jordan 7 lookalikes.
Yeah.
That's why.
Shit, like,
they give you some random Team Jordan with the patent leather in the most random place. It's on the ankle.
I think it's so bad. Everything is Team Jordans. 6 rings.
The first editions were dope because I had some.
Well, I'm talking about the 6 rings that are modeled after like they'll have like the 6 ring breads, the 6 rings Concords.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about it, because the understanding about the 6 rings, have all the shoes that he wore
right
when he won his rings.
Right.
11s, that's where the patent leather comes from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you see patent leather on the shoe, you think 11s.
Right.
So you think Concords. You
right.
think breads. You think Space Jams. Those 3 right there, when they came out originally, were acceptable. All the miscellaneous BS that dropped after that, and don't even get me wrong, because I had a pair or 2 of 6 rings that wasn't those colorways. You feel me?
Yeah.
I had them. Olympics,
they're not an ugly shoe. It's just they're not. You know what I mean?
6 rings are I don't even want to put them in that category, because then there's Spizikes.
Yeah.
There's the Jordan Spizikes. You know, Spizikes were dope. I had a few pair. Still do. Original colorway. So, but like, those were dope. Those were acceptable. There were certain Jordan shoes that were acceptable at a certain time, and then they started doing Son of Mars, and then you're just like, you know what? We're not gonna do Son of Mars or Spizikes anymore. We're just not gonna.
Right.
Nope. Unacceptable. Bro, I seen them releasing some Air Jordan 11 Comfort Low. Like, it looked like a Team Jordan with patent leather around it, and I was just like, oh.
You know, a shoe that I thought was hilarious? When I got the winterized 12s, there was no talk about them. Really like that. They were easy access. My wife got them for me for Christmas.
It was like, that's a boot.
Right. And then now, because you can't just get your hand on them.
Give me $350.
Give me $350. I feel for y'all. And they're quite warm and comfortable, I must say. But it's just, I went for what I liked. There was no hype around those shoes.
I'm getting stuff with hype around it.
Yeah.
I'm annoying. Like I said, it's a sport, man. I'm just out here. Because there's some stuff in the closet I ain't even showing nobody.
I know. That's why you don't count. It's like when everybody playing with their Pokemon cards back in the day, and they say, oh, this nigga got, hey, we're done. We know you have a Charizard.
Yeah, he been playing since the game started.
Every weekend.
Bro, like, I got kicks from when you used to have to stand in line, okay?
I actually have more respect for that era. I hated the fact that people was getting jumped and killed behind them, but I have respect for that era because you had that. It had to mean something to you.
Bro, the Northern Lights, the ones I wore, I posted just the other day, black with the, at PLA. Stood in line for him. 2014. Yep, remember that. And it wasn't even on crazy line. It was like 12, maybe 15 of us out there when it happened.
I think when I started switching my style up, where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start buying some different shit. Because I wore Dunks when they were not popular at all.
Oh, shout out to PLA too. Good people over there.
And I think it was the West Coast, the LeBron West Coast. Was that the LeBron? I don't want to get the number wrong. Well, I can go with West Coast LeBrons. All right. I loved those shoes. Even though I always went against LeBron because of Kobe, I loved those shoes. And I'm still trying to get my hands on them. But that's when I kind of like started taking it serious and like started like, all right, I'm going to buy certain things and kind of sit on them and do whatever. And yeah, go ahead. I don't even want to look the price up.
I'm trying to see if I can right now. You keep talking.
But but yeah, dog, like the price is gonna be astronomical. And I don't even think I paid $2 for those kicks when I had them. But I dogged them. I dogged them out. On a serious note.
Those?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Those went crazy. That's when I started really like grabbing player shoes. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just like, I'm gonna just grab whatever Nike's match. Because that's how I used to cop shit. And then I stayed away from the J's and all that stuff because it even seemed hype for me back then. I know 8 people at school with the same 11s or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So then when as I got older, and I got in a position where I can just, all right, I feel like buying some kicks. It's like, you know what? I always liked those back in the day. I just didn't want to look like everybody else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I have kicks right now that I'm just kind of waiting for the hype to go down before I pull mine out.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to walk into a room and it's 8 other people that's what I loved about Kobe's. You have to really be a Kobe fan to really want.
I don't really have that issue.
Yeah, see?
My kid game is crazy. No.
But you know what? Like you stuck to something that you were rocking with, because there was a point where everybody,
my kid game old. That's what it is.
there was a point where like Air Force Ones was like a trend for a while. But see, to you, it was like, that's just what I do, right? Now you have people that'll rock Forces.
That's probably like the biggest part of my collection, bro. I probably got like 35, 40 pair of Forces.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that.
It's over time, you know. Like, I guess you're going back to like 2005
That's a lot.
or 6, something like that.
I got like 6.
For the last 2 years.
Exactly.
I got like 6 from the last 2 years too.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah, a couple pair of them.
I ain't got time. You got Forces on right now. I ain't got time for it. I'm not gonna force it either.
Whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's fun. It's a sport, bro.
It is.
Like, that's the whole thing about it.
Getting it, the sneaker game, there are fun parts to it. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on where you at.
Yeah.
Like I told you the other day, I said, bro, like a lot of OG sneaker enthusiasts, aficionados, like really collectors that's been at it like me, because I'm on my 4th collection. I've sold a few, and I'm kind of frustrated like that because of the stuff that I've gotten rid of, and I've seen the numbers on stuff.
Yeah.
But with this collection, it's personal because I pretty much wear everything. There's a couple of kicks I have that I probably just won't wear.
Right.
There's a couple of kicks that if given the right number, I'll sell.
Okay.
But for the most part, I want to keep everything except for the stuff I'm acquiring specifically to sell.
Right.
You know, because I'm building stock. But it's just like, we don't care. We might want to shoot like, oh, that's dope, and we might try for it, and we might miss something. We're like, whatever, and then we'll walk into our shoe closet and we'll find something to
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, of course, we like to acquire new kicks, and sometimes we might pay resale, sometimes we won't, but we don't be butthurt like niggas that be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you might
yeah,
read comments and like, yeah, fuck the sneakers app. You be like, bro, you getting that sneaker news like it's their fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, people be hurt, they be upset, they be mad. Like, we don't do that. We're not. Really? And then on the same breath, if we really want it, I'm sure we have a way.
And the cool thing is, I feel like some of those people are the Constellation people too, because I was a Constellation person a couple times where I was like, man, I gotta find something because I've already designated this bread. I already got the space in my closet.
And now peep this. A lot of times, what people usually end up finding as a constellation was my first choice. You see what I'm saying? Like,
that's kind of annoying.
We shop different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I feel like now they're actually looking.
Oh yeah, they looking now. But see, the thing about it is, like, it's funny because I don't know. I feel like I got an eye. There's a pair of Forces that I seen. I was like, oh, them is nasty. I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna cop. Bro, over the next week and a half, I seen 3 different people with them that just made them look horrible. I was like, I'm so glad I don't own those. I cop something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have yet to see anybody with them on.
Man, see, beautiful.
So
I ain't gonna lie. I felt that way when we had the little get together a couple weeks ago, and I pulled out those the City of Dreams Forces I had.
Oh yeah.
So I got a little bit of love on those, and I was like, oh, these old things.
First wear. Yeah, he had them for 3 months.
Yeah, man.
Matter of fact, he bought them. Oh yeah, All-Star February.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I was a little something, man. But you know,
I guess kids so tired of release dates. Though.
See, okay, y'all don't need to ask no more questions about sneaker news because Jelani just went off and gave y'all all the information, let y'all know, gave y'all that Negro Damas prediction on where things might be going. So,
crazy thing, like, if you subscribe to the website, you get all the news anyway.
Well, you know,
either from the newsletter or the blog.
I mean, I'm trying. I'm trying, man.
Nigga, you got like 8 emails and you subscribe with like 4 of them.
Yeah, man.
I went through cleanse out today. I was like, Dizzy, Darian, Bad Flows. Just one. Okay?
I like to read.
But the same thing? Like,
I read it in different phases.
it hits me different times of the day.
I don't feel like scrolling in my inbox, so I'll just check the ones I haven't opened yet. That's how I go.
It's so crazy because, like, you know, there's the free monthly giveaway for members, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I did the numbers and everything, and bro, I had like 18 members like exclude themselves simply by not opening the email. Free stuff, bro.
You gotta open the email, people. Well, I mean, you see what happened with, you know, my giveaway. People just wasn't following people. Listen, if you guys want things, all right, follow directions.
We just struck a chord. You shifted gears.
Follow directions.
You motherfucker.
Follow directions. I have no more sake. Follow directions. All right.
Sounds like you've had enough.
Yes.
You're like, hey, look, listen. It's like when I feel like you took your glasses off. You're like, you know what? Look.
Follow directions. And you know something else?
Sick of y'all.
We sick of y'all. We done with y'all. Nah, man. We thank y'all for listening, man. I hope the sneakerheads and sneaker enthusiasts and sneaker aphrodisiac-pestos
aficionados.
Yeah, what he said, enjoyed this episode.
Man, tap in at Kissing Sneakers on IG, man. Let's talk. DM me. It's all good.
Straight up, man. And you already know this your boy, Dizzy D Spill. You've been tuning into The Notion with my co-host in the building,
Jelani Evans.
And check out lavorcole.com for some pieces that we still have available. I'm pretty sure you'll find something that you will like. Until next time,
Luxury
peace.
attire, man. Luxury attire.
You know what it is.